Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Season 13 of Tiger Talk.
Oh yeah, big time.
We got an all-star cast here this year with such fan favorites such as Luke Lanza. Yeah, woo!
There we go.
Let's go.
You got it. And the rest. Okay, listen. We've got a great show for you guys this morning that you surely won't forget.
All throughout human history, people have smoked various substances for medicinal, recreational, and even cultural reasons. But now, in the 21st century, since we are so intertwined with technology, a new form of the medium has emerged.
Many of you know it. Vaping, it's vaping. A lot of people have conflicting opinions on it because it's new technology. But we looked at the data, and what we found surprised us.
Recently, there has been a craze sweeping through teens across the nation. 16% of high school students now smoke e-cigarettes, according to Tech Times. The use of vapes and e-cigarettes has been gradually gaining popularity since they were created in 2003 by a Chinese pharmacist named Han Leek. We decided to talk to Mr. Gwynn to learn more about what's going on in this new trend.
Is a alternative, right? It's still a nicotine delivery device. All right, traditional cigarette, paper cigarette, that also is a tradition. It's a a nicotine delivery device, and even the one the vapes, the cartridge kinds, where it may not have nicotine, but it still has a lot of chemicals in it that we just don't really know enough about. There's a newer type of pneumonia that's strictly associated with people who vape, and again, because it's been around for only a short period of time, we don't know a whole lot about it.
After learning more about vaping from Mr. Gwynn, we took a trip over to the Vape Loft located in Guilford to get a better grasp on this new trend and why it is taking over our generation.
Hi, I'm Bonnie from the Vape Loft in Guilford, Connecticut. I've owned this place for the last 2 years.
When asked about certain health concerns regarding vaping, she gave us this response.
Okay, those two questions I cannot answer due to the fact that the FDA has issued new regulations indicating we cannot give you the health benefits of vaping. Kids have to hold off on vaping until they're 18 anyway. So anytime after 18, if they want to choose to vape, then they choose to do so.
Hopefully this story will give you the information you need to make an educated decision on whether or not you want to vape in the future. From outside of Daniel Hand, this is Paul Gagliardi reporting.
Gee, how informative.
I've always wanted to know more on this subject.
Oh yeah, big time. All right, speaking of clouds, here's Aiden with the speed weather. We can always rely on Aiden.
Now, we're gonna take things in a different direction and go back to a time when we were all more innocent.
And happy.
Back to the glory days of freshman year.
Say, Jack, do you remember when we were freshmen?
Oh, I'm still trying to forget.
Oh. All right, let's take it to C West and Friends to see how this year's new recruits are holding up.
Here, we are observing a young hand freshman crawling around, preparing for its transformation to becoming a high school student. These young freshmen are doing everything they can to store nutrients for the long journey ahead. To better understand the tribulations they will encounter, science teacher Mr. Russo.
I think there's a cognitive and a physical evolution. Cognitively speaking, freshmen come in from 8th grade. They're still learning how to be human beings. They're not quite there yet. Physically, they're small. They peak. They peak at their junior year. They're really dedicated, strong students. And then senior year comes. And what happens is something I like to call de-evolution.
Clearly, freshmen are much more complex than we had originally anticipated. But in order to get a true understanding of this fascinating creature, we needed to see them firsthand. High school biologists Christian Westfall and Liam Goldlick. In order to help our young brethren survive, we went out into the wild to suggest some key adaptations they could make. Live from the African savannah, this is Christian Westfall.
And Liam Gotlick reporting.
Well, it looks like we're fresh out of time for this morning.
I hope you enjoyed our stories.
We'll see you next week when we cover shopping malls, fresh fruits, and new emojis.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Thanks for watching, and keep it real, Daniel Hand.